Opinions Unqualified. Welcome to the show. Thought that was a little bit different, Sammy.
Good luck to anyone's ears. We have had some complaints sometimes that our musical noise, I think, might burst the eardrums sometimes. And I think that's got some real nice high-pitched tones in there that the sensitive ears could be hurt.
Well, but it's always nice to hear the birds tweeting.
It is nice to hear the birds chirping.
Yeah.
But, well, good luck. I'll look forward to hearing if we have any complaints of noise.
Yeah, I don't think we'll have some complaints. I think people will be like, oh, that was such a wonderful way to start the show. But yeah, feedback's always welcome, as we always say. How was your weekend, Sammy?
My weekend was good. Got down to watch you get a win on Friday.
Which is probably our best game of the year, I'll be honest.
And then just had a nice little Saturday with someone that we'll mention later on in a bit.
Cool. And I had a good weekend. I headed down to Bunbury, old stomping ground, and we had a big win.
Actually, I did. I actually did see the score for that, and I was
yeah.
I'd never seen that before.
Yeah, it was, and we did play a lot of kids, and like it was good, but yeah, I think they knew that it was their last game of the year, and they were sort of checked out before we arrived. Whereas we've got bigger and more important things coming up, so we won't go too much into the basketball as we often don't, but we do want to talk about a certain individual, and I'll let you take the lead here, Sam.
Yeah, so the Seantern.
Yeah, and I think the Seantern works.
Yeah, Seantern does work.
And the reason it works is because if we get, say, someone like Beth,
yeah,
and she becomes an intern, is what we can call her the Beth turn.
Beth turn.
So the Seantern, the Beth turn.
Everything. It just
makes sense.
Options are open.
Yeah.
But anyway, the Seantern, I'll give him his dues. He performed well on Saturday night.
Okay, I like that.
Showed up, was willing, had a good time, hit up Mustang.
Okay. Were you guys the youngest people in Mustang?
No, there was actually younger people in front of us waiting in line.
Oh wow!
Which was it was crazy. But so yeah, he's pulled his weight there. But today, in our little group chat that we've got going on, left us on scene.
He did. He didn't even jump on.
There's no, I thought I was driving here and I was thinking, will I see the Jeep Wrangler in the driveway?
Yeah.
No.
Double
check the messages just to see whether he said anything.
Or he's seen it now.
Yeah, he's seen it. That's what I'm saying. He's seen it.
Oh.
But that was ages ago.
Yeah. Okay, I thought you meant unseen. I didn't even check it.
No. He's seen it. He's seen it and chose not to reply. Oh. Which I don't know, Nixy, but how do you feel when you get left on scene?
Yeah, particularly when you're asking a question, it's sort of like, do they really have to think about it that much, or have they seen it? Probably what I think is they must have seen it and then something happened.
Yeah, and that's why when I get left on scene, I don't overreact. I try not to. And I do think sometimes, someone might open up a message and then think, oh, let me check, my calendar, or let me check something to see whether I got something on. And then, they might forget to reply, and then in a couple of hours' time they reply, or whenever they get to it, and you're like, fair enough, we all do that sometimes.
Yeah.
But the Seantern knows that 8:30 is recording time.
Just game time, yeah.
And he should know to get back to us before then.
Yeah, well, I deliberately don't look at a message if I think I don't have time to reply to it. So I'll leave it sitting there so that you don't see my face little pop up.
Yeah, and then when you're ready, then you can,
And it's even the same with text messages now. Like, if you got someone with a Samsung phone, you can see that it's red.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like I can go on and I can send it. So if it's someone else with another Samsung, I can see if they've read it or not.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So it's just like with Messenger, our group's in Messenger, we know he's seen it.
Yeah, we know he's seen it.
So, yeah, interesting. I don't know. I think he's at the end of his line, to be honest.
Look, I just hope that he's doing something amazing tonight while we're here recording. working hard.
Well, I hope so as well. But I probably more hope that he's okay.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes you do get worried when you don't, like, when someone doesn't reply, you're like, are they okay?
Yeah. That's my first thought. Is because who wouldn't want to reply to us?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and it was a nice question as well. It was just confirming, you know, just a little, even just a thumbs up.
Yeah, like got it. Yeah, or a thumbs down. Like I won't be there.
Like, just something.
Yeah.
But anyway,
He's on notice anyway.
Yeah, hanging by a thread.
Yeah,
I think.
I'm with you.
Anyone, I mean, if you want to send in your application to be our intern, our new intern, obviously, you know, I guess they're open because,
mate, we're taking applications all year round. Like, we'll keep Seantern until we find someone better.
Yeah. So that's also a warning to Seantern. And I think we might have to schedule in a meeting at some point in time during the week. Just to make sure our goals are still aligning with each other's and whether his heart's still in it.
Yeah. Have you ever been called, because you're still very young, Sam, and you've had a couple of jobs, but you've never had like a full-time. Have you ever had a full-time job? Full-time job?
Nah, the closest to a full-time job was I had a Christmas casual. Okay. With my dad.
Yep.
That was like, a couple months or a few months working like full-time.
So when you got a job full-time and then the boss calls you into the office, like it's one of two things generally. It's like you're doing a good job, here's a promotion.
Yeah.
Or you're doing a shit job. You're on the edge of it. So
get your act together.
So Seantern, it's conversation number 2 for you.
Well, I mean, deservingly, you know, we're not unfair people, Nixy.
We are. We're pretty lenient, pretty chill. I wanted to talk about your Saturday night because you've come in tonight full of beans, like full of energy.
Oh, well, you know, it's a great day, Nixy. A bit of backstory for everyone out there. Went to Sean's to have a couple of drinks before we headed out. Not usual that I head to his neck of the woods before a night out. Yep. But you know, I thought I'd pay the favour back. These come to mine a few times before we go out. And he got the Uber to go to the city, and we got picked up. And casual Uber talk, you know, how's your night going? Blah blah blah. And then old mate just starts hammering onto us about how he's into the shares and stocks and all this kind of stuff. And it's just so inspiring. Really inspiring. I was almost ready to tell him, just drop me home, or let's go to a quiet bar and let's keep on talking about this kind of stuff. But yeah, it was just crazy to see this guy's energy when he started talking about it. He just hit another gear.
So after you've been in this Uber drive, and you know that's what, a 30-minute Uber.
Like
it's a long Uber. So you're in there for a period of time, and you start talking about life and things. How do you get into the conversation where you start talking about investing money?
I think it might have been the question of, do you just work Uber or do you do...
Does everyone ask that question?
Oh, I think so. I think it's just...
it's a standard question.
Yeah, it's just like, how's your night going? You know? But yeah, I think that's how it was. Like, memory's a bit clouded, but I think that's what it would have been. So that leads to my question, Nixy, because he was giving me all this this talk on, you know, how much and what he's investing in and whatnot. And he gave me a little tip. You know, he said this is what he's invested in, and it would be something good to invest in. So this morning, went for a coffee with Nick down at Yellow, and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna commit. I'm just gonna do it.
Dive in.
So I did it.
Yep.
Would you take an Uber driver's tip on something like that?
Well, I don't know. Like, it depends on... It's like the whole how much money... Remember the conversation we had? Like, how much money do you feel safe, like, walking with?
Yeah.
It's like how much you investing. That's the thing. It's like if you've got a small amount that's insignificant to you and you're just doing it for a little dabble, then why not? Like, why not take... Because you're not risking really anything that's going to be affect you. But if you're going to invest, like, a large amount of money...
Yeah.
You probably might want to get some advice from someone other than an Uber driver.
You get that second opinion.
Yeah, or maybe a third or fourth.
hit up a financial advisor or something. Was that what they?
Financial advisor, yeah.
But yeah, anyway, I took the tip. So,
But yeah, I think if you're dabbling in small amounts of money and it's not going to, like if you lose it, it's not going to change your life.
Yeah.
Then, but if it does turn out, it's still going to be significant enough for you to have a good story and be able to, you've made some money. Then then take that advice. But if it's a significant amount, I wouldn't. And probably the other thing is, say this money you invested today, you make some money out of that.
Yeah.
Don't just jump at the next Uber driver and take their advice.
I won't just jump in every Uber driver and just say, tell me what company I should invest
That's
in.
it. What shares should I get? I was actually talking to someone the other day who invested in Kogan. You know that online?
Yeah. That's Dick Smith. That's Dick Smith.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
So yeah, this dude's invested in them and like ages and ages ago. And apparently that's doing well as well. So
really?
It was just interesting because I hadn't seen Kogan really at all until this year.
It's online, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
electronics and
yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah, because it's Dick Smith, the store that was here, but they went bankrupt or whatever. So it's an online, and I'm pretty sure it imports direct from China.
Okay, yeah.
Or somewhere around there, and the reason it's cheaper.
It is, yeah.
But sometimes the warranty might not come through if you buy it off there. That's what I've heard from Kogan.
Well, that's interesting.
So it's a bit of like risk reward. You get it cheaper, but if it breaks, you don't have the warranty there.
Yeah, I had someone bought a TV from there the other. That was like 80 inches for like $500 or something.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, insane. Like Anyway, so I guess I probably wouldn't take. I don't know. Depends on because again, was his energy? If his energy was like intoxicating, it was like addictive. Then you're probably like, yeah, man, this guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
But then I always question why you're driving an Uber then do.
That's true, but I mean, the amounts of money that he was saying he was investing, I wouldn't say I felt safe that he knew what he was talking about, but for his own sake, I hope that he
knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But I guess like you're driving Uber.
Yeah, but he says it's like investing's like his hobby, and driving Uber is his vehicle to get money to invest. And I think he did say that he wants to. He's like he wanted to help people, kind of thing. He didn't want to just because he did well in that. He didn't want to stop his life, I guess, or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
He wanted to kind of keep on giving back. If he can help people, and all that kind of stuff. So,
yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah. Oh, I think good on that guy. Well done.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that.
Well, I won't say well done yet.
Oh, but it's nice that he wants to help people.
Exactly.
I think that's great. Now onto the big topics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Saturday night.
Yep.
Seantern did a today and just walked off somewhere.
Did he? So he left you?
No, I think we both. I don't know what happened, but I think we all left at the same time.
Okay.
But I think he just.
He must have gotten a cab or something.
Yeah, something. Yeah. And I think I stood around for about a minute and then seen my favourite kebab shop across the road from Mustang.
Yeah.
And I said, well, there's only one thing to do, isn't it? And it's to go there. And the recent dilemmas I've been having recently when I go to a kebab shop is, am I getting a kebab or am I getting a meat box? And recently I've been getting meat boxes.
Okay. So when you're talking about the meat box, what's because there's a few different meat boxes you can get. Yeah.
Yeah, I get the combo.
Yeah.
The combo meat, barbecue sauce.
So is that with chips underneath it? Is that the meat boxes?
Chips?
Yeah.
Cheese?
Yeah.
Meat?
Yeah.
Barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah. Rather than the kebab.
Rather than a kebab.
Oh.
Kebab's good, but I just think I've had so many kebabs that now a meat box is just a nice little change up.
But the bread's so good on a kebab.
It is, but
and I just think the salad as well is
Probably
good
helps,
kebab, yeah.
but
Do you know one thing I always do when I get a kebab though?
what's that?
No onion. And I quite like onion, but they put raw onion in, and I find that every time I have a kebab with onion, I get like indigestion.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird.
I go no tomato.
Oh, I love tomato.
Yeah, see, I go no tomato. But you don't like raw onion.
What? Yeah, no.
Yeah, right.
So I'll go the kebab with a lot, no onion, which really isn't with a lot. Because there's no onion in it.
Yeah. I'm a...
I'll go the chicken though.
Oh, you go chicken? I'll
go
go
chicken.
doner kebab, no tomato, barbecue sauce.
But you don't get... Do you ever get chicken?
Nah.
Why not?
I don't know. Just doner kebab,
Chicken's the business.
no tomato, barbecue sauce. I reckon I could say doner kebab, no tomato, barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
In any state. I could be asleep.
Yeah.
And I could order my kebab.
Yeah, I just think... Yeah, man, I'm getting chicken every time. I never get the doner.
Yeah, see, I don't think I even think... If I'm getting a kebab, I don't even look to see what I'm going to get. It's just...
Yeah, I'm going to say the same order. I go chicken kebab with a lot, no onion. That's my order.
Like, it's just, yeah.
Yeah. And I do like the barbecue sauce.
Yeah, barbecue sauce is good.
Yeah, I'll get the barbecue sauce. Yeah.
So,
What's your Subway order?
my Subway order?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Because I've got a Subway order. It's the same every single time.
See,
Every single time.
I probably dabble between two.
Yeah.
Chicken teriyaki or meatball.
Really? So I'll every single time, except for one in 20.
Yeah.
I'll have a meatball sub 1 in 20. Just because you can't get...
you need to change up.
Yeah. But like 1 in 20 though. Like I'm going...
Mostly it's chicken teriyaki for me. What's yours?
Yeah, mine's classic chicken.
Yeah.
So I'll get a classic chicken. Old English cheese.
Yeah.
Italian herb bread.
You have to get that bread.
Yeah, I have to get that bread. Yeah. I'll get it fresh, so I don't get it toasted.
Yeah, have to.
Yeah. And then I'll have all of the salads, except for onion.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I still get the jalapenos and the olives and that stuff. Ranch sauce.
Ranch sauce. And that my friend, that's a solid sub. See, I go... If I'm not... Well, it depends. If I'm not too hungry, like I'm not starving, but I'm hungry, I'll just go capsicum, lettuce, and cucumber.
Yeah.
3 greens.
Yeah.
But if I'm hungry, then I'll get everything but jalapenos.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't like jalapenos?
Nah.
They're so tasty. They're sweet. The jalapenos at Subway aren't even that hot. They're just nice. They taste nice.
Yeah, but see, sometimes I don't feel like spicy stuff, so I just...
Every time. That's part of why I like Subways, for the jalapenos.
Yeah.
Because they're nice.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
I might try it next time.
Yeah, they're good. They're really sweet, juicy jalapenos.
You know what's good from Subway recently? I think they've brought it back.
The cookies.
No.
The cookies are always good. I love the cookies. The macadamia cookies.
The white chip macadamia.
Yeah, that's the go.
The garlic sub, like garlic toasty sub with the meatball sub.
Oh, I don't know what this is.
Yeah, so it's like they do it's like garlic bread with the meatball sub.
Yeah.
So you still get your herbs and what's it called? The
Italian
bread?
herb and cheese.
Italian herbs
Yeah.
and cheese.
Yeah.
And then they put like garlic spread on it, and then some cheese on top, and then they just do like it's like a normal Subway.
Yeah, so you put the salad and stuff in as well.
Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah,
But
but
it's
just
the same with
bread.
the garlic spread.
Yeah.
So you don't put sauce with it, you just have the garlic.
Well, you can put sauce in it if you want. Well, but you don't need it because the meatball's got sauce on it anyway.
Yeah, it's got the pizza sauce. Yeah.
So it's like
That actually sounds amazing.
it's so good. I love it.
All right, and they've got that now. Mm-hmm. All right,
I'm pretty sure they still got it.
I'm going to give that a try.
I got it a few weeks ago, I think.
Oh, yeah.
It's worth it, man. You gotta,
I'm interested with, and go on, obviously we digress a little bit, with the meatbox versus kebab. Well, I've had meatboxes before and they're good.
Yeah.
But I don't think, like, it's like if you're going to have, like, the same thing over and over every single day, and that was the last thing you could eat and the only thing you could eat, you'd probably go on meatbox, I think. Because I think, like, the standard of a meatbox would be pretty good most of the time. Whereas a kebab, you can get a bad kebab.
Yeah.
You can get a bad kebab.
Yeah.
But when you get a great kebab, there's nothing like it. So,
yeah.
like, when you get, like, because you can have a kebab and it's like the greatest thing at that point in time that you've ever eaten.
A good
Which
kebab.
I've never felt that about a meatbox.
That's true. I guess you could say like a meatbox is a safe option.
It's a safer option for
Safe
sure.
option.
100%.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, I just meat boxes are just—they've been nice to me recently, and
Yeah, we all go through phases, don't we?
exactly. And I'm sure I'll be back on the kebab train soon.
I'm still on that kebab train. I think I'm getting the kebab next time.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
but we'll see. See where the world takes me next time.
Talking about the world taking you places.
Yeah.
I needed to go to a place this morning, and my tyre was busted. And the weird thing was, like, I was just talking the other day, and I was like, "Oh man, I can't remember the last time I had to change a tyre." So, interesting story, and I don't mind putting this out there. Generally, I'm a pretty good driver, but I wasn't a very good driver this morning. So, I had my crumpet on a plate,
Yeah.
and I was getting in the car because I was running a little bit late. And then on the car seat was my hat.
Yeah.
And I had my hat next to my crumpet.
Yeah.
And I was driving and I went around a roundabout. And then my hat fell in my crumpet.
Yeah.
So I was like, ah! And then I went to grab my hat, turned the wheel, and I hit a curb. And after hitting the curb, I felt the car sort of drop a little bit. And then, I had to change the tyre. Luckily it was just around the corner. It wasn't too far, so I come home. Go to change the tyre, get the tyre up, wind it up, wop, 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 after finding the jack and stuff. Because I've done this stuff before, I'm a pretty handy dude. So, go to the spare, put the spare on, the spare's flat. Damn it.
Happens.
So then, I jump in the other car, take the spare to the service station to pump it up, hear the... So obviously the valve's busted.
Yeah.
So there's no
good.
No good there at all. So then after that, I called in the inventory, and then they pretty much I had to get 2 new tires, and so I actually ended up replacing the front 2 tires and replacing the spare as well. So now we're good. But what I wanted to ask you,
Yes.
have you changed the tire?
I have.
Yeah,
I have
okay,
changed the tyre.
That's a good start. Have you done that just learning how to change a tyre? Did you actually have to do it on the road at any point?
No, I had to do it at work once.
Yeah.
Back when I had the Subaru.
Yeah.
And my brother put these massive rims
Yeah.
on my Subaru, and I was at work, and we're at Neil Hawkins Park.
Yeah.
And walking back up to the car, and the person I was with said, "Sam, your tyre looks a bit flat." And luckily he noticed, because I looked and I was like, "Oh, yeah, it's definitely flat."
Yeah.
So yeah, I had to change the tyre.
How long did it take you?
It took me a while because I couldn't find some stuff.
Yeah.
But once I found the stuff, it's alright. Just unwind all the nuts and take it off and put the other one back on, and
Yeah.
not too bad.
There's a few little tricks. Like you have to undo the nuts while the tyre's still on the ground, so that the wheel doesn't turn to start with as well, because that sort of happened today. Yeah, I know, and it was just interesting. It's funny how when you sort of say something and then it, like within a short period of time, it happens. So I haven't changed a tyre in, it would have been years. It would have been 15 years, I reckon.
And then it just
And
bang.
just because I spoke about it the other day.
So, just live your life in silence.
Yeah.
And
Then you won't have to experience anything exciting like changing tyres. So one of the other funny things that happened because of this little incident this morning is my brother's left his push bike here.
yeah.
And I realised that I hadn't grabbed the hubcap. So I jumped on the bike, rode down the road to get the hubcap.
Yeah.
So got on the bike, and the tyre was a little bit flat as well. So I was like, oh man, this is my luck or whatever. So I was like, it doesn't matter, I'll still ride it.
Yeah.
But I need to fix that now, which changing a bike tyre is a bit of a pain in the butt too, because you have to take the wheel off and
Yeah.
all sorts of stuff.
That's not me.
Have you done it before?
Nah.
Bike tyre? Oh,
Nah. I thought I might have, but nah. Probably not.
It's a pain, and then you get patches and you put them
Yeah.
on. Like it's a long process for a bicycle.
For a tyre, yeah.
Yeah. So I was on the bike, and then there's a little hill,
yeah.
and I drive up this hill every day, and it's the easiest thing I've ever done in my life. And I was like, nearly where I needed to. I had to jump off and start walking.
Oh, Nixy.
I had to start walking because It was hard.
You're better than that.
Yeah, well, I didn't know how to work the bike. I think it was in like 18th gear or something. So I've got to get on there and actually have a play with it. So I'm going to start riding, which I think is exciting.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to get out and do that because I just realised when I was a kid, I could ride 4,000 kilometres, no problem at all.
Yeah.
I rode, no word of a lie, less than 500 metres up this thing.
Yeah.
And it was painful.
Yeah, look, I'm not a big fan of riding a bike either. I usually go for a coastal ride on my skateboard.
Yep.
With a couple mates. And this one time, it was a nice day, so we were like, yeah, we're going to go for a ride. And I said, yeah, I'll put my board on charge.
Yeah.
Make sure it's all ready to go. And I got home, super excited, a bit of a boring day, and I was like, I can't wait to
get down the beach.
Yeah. And I got home, and the light was flashing off my charger.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it should be green by now, it should be a solid green to say that it's ready to go. And I hadn't plugged it in properly.
No.
And I was like, I cracked the shits a little bit. I was just went and sat in my room like, don't worry about it, boys. I'm not coming. I'm, no good.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, come on. I was like, nah, it's not happening. I don't want to, I just want to ride my board. I don't want to do anything else.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I've got a spare bike. And I was like, oh,
damn it.
And they're and I said, I can't fit it in my car. That was my, I can't.
Excuse, yeah.
But also, I wasn't mad about it either. And they're like, oh, it's all right. I can fit it in my car too. And I'll pick you up. And I was like, oh. Now you
can't really say no to that, yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'll do it. And anyway, we're doing the same ride, and it's easy on my board because I'm just standing there. Well, I was riding the bike, and I was like, this sucks. And it's all good when you're riding your electric skateboard and your mates are riding the bike. But when you're riding the bike as well, I feel bad for these guys when I'm riding my board.
Yeah.
But yeah, bikes and
yeah. It's hard work, man. Like my thighs were killing me. It's like, man, how did I do this all the time? I just don't understand it. But
just get an electric skateboard.
Yeah,
saves the struggle.
I sort of I've gone the other way. I'm like, man, if I've got to be able to do that. Like I should be able to ride all over the place, no issues at all.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to get this tyre fixed. I'm going to get on this bike and I'm going to ride that bad boy up and down that hill until I don't feel it.
Right, come head down to the coast.
Yeah.
Go for a ride.
Yeah, I'll go for a ride down the coast. I think talking to the boss, she's pretty keen on getting on a bike and riding up and down the coast as well. And yeah, I just think it was quite funny that it was so hard. I can't believe how hard it was.
Well, sometimes when you haven't done something for a while and you think you can do it just like you used to be able to do it, and then reality hits real quick and you're just like, oh,
yep.
Damn.
Conditioning's just, the repetitive muscle memory just was not there, like, at all. So as I said earlier, I went to Bunbury on the weekend. Yeah. And it's just one of the weirdest things. Like this is, and I've been in the travel industry for a long time, and ran my own travel agency and worked for some pretty big companies and booked a lot of hotels. So I booked a lot of hotels before. Yeah. So I booked this hotel to stay down there because we had the game that night, and we're going to catch up with some friends. And I get this email like 2 days before I was going there. So it must have been Thursday, I reckon. I got this email. And what the email said was, hello, Mr. Nix. Thank you for making your booking. Right now, the hotel closes at 11 p.m. at night. And if you want to get in, after that time, you need to call the mobile number to be allowed back in to get to your room. And I'm like, well, our game finishes, like the men's game usually finishes, 9:30ish because it's an earlier start. Then we get back to the hotel, we change up, and then we'll go out and have a few drinks or whatever. So it's more than likely than not that we're all getting back after 11 p.m. And I just thought it was weird because this is like a 3.5 to 4 star hotel. So it's not a super flash hotel, but it's it's
good enough.
It's good enough hotel. Like, it's a quality hotel, and it's the sort of hotel, it's got a nice swimming pool, and families would stay there. And I wouldn't say it's budget, by any means, at all. So I just thought it was bizarre that at our day and age, our time, like they couldn't give you a key to get into the property.
So it was like gated.
Well, it's just a closed doors, like glass doors.
Yeah.
And there's a number on a piece of paper, and you ring that number, and they let you in. So security comes in.
So you got to go in, and then all the rooms are in.
Yeah, and the rooms are actually inside the facility. You think, well, why wouldn't they have a swipe machine?
Yeah,
that your card works on, and you swipe it, and then you just go in.
Or even just like a code.
Or a code, that allows you in.
Like on the when they send you that email, like here's the code if you want to get in after this time.
No, you have to call a person. They answer. You go, hey man, how you going? Can you let us in our hotel that we've paid for the night?
Would you almost just give them a call every half hour after 11 o'clock? Just like, hey mate.
Yeah, I'll be there in about an hour's time.
Yeah. Just double checking.
Just you're making sure you're still awake.
I know it's 3:30, but I might be there about 5. Is that all right?
Yeah. Can I just double check? If I'm there before, I might call you.
Yeah.
I just thought it was one of the most bizarre things that I've ever sort of encountered.
I guess the only thing I could say is, they're probably not used to many people going out after 11, maybe, that stay there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's right in town.
But at the same time, like, you reckon they just lay in bed waiting? Like, how annoying would it be just to get phone calls in the middle of the night? Like, hey, can you let me into your hotel? Like, no worries, mate. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
So we're talking about technology last week. You think there'd be some... Well, there is technology in every other hotel in the world.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, you think they would maybe think it through a bit better?
Yeah, weird. So I'll tell everyone what hotel. That's Lord Forest in Bunbury. So if you're going down there and you might be going out at all, don't stay there. Stay somewhere else.
Or make sure you got the phone number handy.
Yeah, well, the phone number's on the door, so you can do it. It's just a pain, like, because, what if that person's in the toilet or something, you have to wait 5 minutes in the cold.
Did you come back after 11?
Yeah, it was after 11 that I came. Yeah,
did you call?
Yeah. And it took them probably 3-4 minutes to get down.
3-4. And what was the tone like on the answer?
Oh, it was very it was like a chore.
Like I just woke up, like, hello?
Yeah. No, it was like, they were like awake. Yeah,
right.
But it was like a chore for them to come to the door.
Damn it. Well,
yeah, we'll have a better system in place. So, yeah, I thought it was interesting anyway that a hotel this day and age is doing that. So
I haven't encountered anything like that. I think when we were in Kalbarri, they had like a actually they had a curfew, I think, but that was like a you have to be quiet
after a certain time.
Yeah,
I've been at hotels like that, which is fair.
But never had it call this number.
There's actually another interesting story with this exact same hotel. One of my assistant coaches was staying there.
Yeah.
And we're sort of running a little, because it's like we get down there, we have a game at 5, have to be at the stadium at 4. Like they had to drop some dogs off in a town 45 minutes away where their parent lives. So in Collie.
Yeah.
They had to drop some dogs off there. So he's running a little bit late. So he gets to the hotel to check in and he hasn't got a lot of time.
Yeah.
So he gets to the hotel to check in and there's a sign. This is like a 3.5 to 4 star hotel at 3:30 in the afternoon on a Saturday.
Yeah.
I will be back soon. And he waited there. He said he was waiting there for about 15 minutes. Unattended. He's there. He's got to get places.
Yeah.
And couldn't check in because someone... I don't know what they were doing.
Did he call the place?
I don't know. Yeah. But there would have been more than one person working surely. On a Saturday afternoon, you've got people checking in.
Oh, obviously not.
It's I can understand his frustration. He was a little annoyed.
Was that your recommendation?
That place?
Yeah.
No. He just said because I booked there because he was booked there.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So he booked there, then I booked there. So I probably would have played. There's a state place called the Lighthouse, which I quite like.
I stayed there once.
Yeah, it's pretty nice for what it is. So, but anyway.
Yeah, wow.
I don't think I'll be staying there again, to be honest. So, Do you know where I will be staying though?
Where will you be staying?
I think I'm going to go. There's this place in Pemberton. So you go down to Pemberton.
Yeah.
And you can pretty much, and this sounds like I'm really lazy. It's not just because I'm lazy, because it just looks amazing. You can hire like a campsite. Mm-hmm. So in that campsite, they set your tent up. They have a little kitchen that they set up for you. They've got like a bathroom tent that they set up for you as well. So pretty much you can arrive and you can just rock up and all your campsite's already set up for you.
Yeah, right.
That sounds incredible, eh?
That's well, that would make camping a lot better.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing worse than setting up a tent or all that kind of stuff. But what's it? They set up a toilet tent.
Yeah. Yeah, like a...
How does that work?
It's like a portable loo, I think.
Just a portaloo?
Yeah, like a portal, but it's like with a canvas outside rather than like a...
Yeah, right. That's interesting. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah. I could be a little bit wrong there because I just saw the pictures, but it looks like you get like a full setup. Like they set I think it's a 2-bedroom tent as well, so they set up a 2-bedroom tent in there, and they set up the beds in there, so you got like proper beds in your tent. Oh, really? Yeah.
Is this glamping?
I would guess it's more glamping than camping, but yeah, and it's such a beautiful part of the world. So it's something that
Are you going to climb the tree?
I've climbed the tree before.
The
Gloucester tree. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I'd like to do it. I'd like for my son Kyan, who's been on the show, to do it as well. Like, I think I was about 10 or 11 when I did it.
Have they fixed the things? Because they're just like nails hanging out.
The nails are hanging out, yeah. But I think there's a net around it now.
Yeah,
Yeah. So if you fall on a net, you probably might die still. But...
Yeah, you still fall down. Yeah. It saves you from falling sideways, but...
Yeah.
Whoever's beneath you.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, I think I only climbed to like the first platform or something when I was young. Maybe not even the first platform, but I would have been young. But
yeah, I think I got as high as I was allowed to get. I love that stuff though.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I've gone bouldering.
What's bouldering?
It's like rock climbing, but without the harness.
Oh, it's hardcore then.
Yeah, I've been doing that a couple times recently. So much fun climbing. Gets the forearms.
Oh yeah.
A serious burn.
Have you climbed Bluff Knoll before?
Nah.
So it's like a mountain down south, and in winter time, it snows up there.
Oh, is that the one that snows? Yeah. No, I've never been there.
It's pretty cool.
How far away is it?
From here, 3 hours.
Oh, it's not too bad.
3 hours from Perth, I reckon.
Yeah, right.
Maybe 4 hours. But yeah, it's within a 5-hour radius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it actually a nice area, or is it just that?
No, it's beautiful. Yeah, you can see the coast, and yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's quite high, and it's a bit of a trek, but it's a good climb. It's not a really hard climb.
Yeah, it's just a lot of walking.
Yeah, just walking up to the top of this mountain, I guess.
I have seen videos there of when it snows.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. Still not a lot of snow though.
No, it's not. It's not like going in like to Switzerland or something. But
yeah.
It's like some. Like if you've never seen snow before, and
that's true.
A little bit. It's more like ice flakes than snow.
Yeah.
But,
how is it though? It's just snows there.
Yeah, it's cold, and it's high.
Just this one spot. It's just like it's gonna snow here.
Yeah, there wouldn't be many places in Australia that snow. Obviously, the East Coast where they've got the snowfields, but
that'd be the only place in West Australia that snows, wouldn't it?
It would be. It's not snowing in Broome.
Well, that's for sure, isn't it? Thanks to the equator.
Yeah.
I think.
So with this glamping thing, would you go camping if they set everything up for you?
I'd say you have a lot better chance of getting me there. Because I a lot of times when people say, do you want to go camping? And I can do a night camping easy. That's no stress, one night. But if I'm going camping for a few nights, I'd rather just book a little chalet or something.
Yeah.
That's not a tent.
Okay.
And I'd rather, because it's not that, like, it is more expensive, but it's not too bad,
Yeah, I think a chalet's not too expensive, but I used to go when I was a kid. This is every single Christmas holidays, because you got that big 6-week period off during the Christmas holidays time. I used to basically, like, my family would we'd go through Christmas, and the day after Christmas, so Boxing Day,
Yeah.
we'd get in the car, we'd drive out to the bush, we'd set up a big campsite, and we'd be there for like 4 weeks.
Yeah, right.
Out in the bush.
Dang.
And loved it. But this is how my dad used to do it. He's just a mad dog. So we'd take out a generator, take out a heap of fuel as well.
Yeah.
We'd take out a TV, we'd take out a fridge, we'd take out couches. Yeah, and we'd pretty much just set up our life out there. Like, we'd watch the Boxing Day test. After we set everything up, Boxing Day test. In the bush.
In the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, in the bush. And we just have like the rabbit ears.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And just, it was every single year, and we'd go marining at night, and have big campfires, and it was actually it's cool. So I miss doing that sort of stuff because living in Perth, you don't get a chance to do a lot like that, and working in the jobs I work, we don't get much time off. So
yeah, well, I guess if you're used to camping and whatnot, it'd be a great time.
Oh, it's fun. I like the idea of not having to set anything up or pack anything up. Because that's a pain.
That is the worst part.
It takes you so long. And I think the issue I've had, particularly with Jacinta, facilities.
Yeah.
Like, because and it's fair. Like, you need a toilet. Like, people just don't want to go and do their thing in the bush.
Nah, definitely.
Whereas we
not.
used to just get a shovel and find a spot. And
No,
every few days move where that spot was. And somewhere to shower. Like, somewhere to shower is pretty
Big
important.
Time,
Yeah.
A few simple things that.
Yeah. But I'm like, I'll just jump in the water. Bang, I'm in the water.
Yeah, I guess
have a little swim.
If you got the beach there or something like.
Probably not the beach. Like I like fresh water.
Or something. Yeah. Something. Just if you're going to swim with something, at least you feel like you're doing something.
Yeah. I guess I think like if you're out bush, you can catch your food. Like, not all your food, but...
Yeah, I was going to say, what if you don't catch anything?
But, just every now and then, like, catch some fish or, eat some fish that you caught. Like, you've got some accomplishment there, like something you've achieved there.
Yeah, it is a bit. Back to our basic needs, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like a hunter-gatherer.
Yeah. Bear Grylls.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, so I thought that was interesting. I saw that, and that's probably something that I'm going to look at doing next chance I get.
Anyway, right.
All right.
You're camping.
Yep.
Seantern's coming.
The Seantern's coming.
Right.
Okay.
You're there setting up your tent.
Yep.
Right. And, you think, you're looking at your watch, you're like, where is he? I need some help. Like, how good it would be if I had someone else here helping
me out. Yeah.
Right. And he rocks up, and you're probably 3/4 of the way through the tent, where it's almost, when he rocks up, you're just like, well, there's no point you helping out anymore because it's pretty much done, like, go do something else.
Was he meant to be there earlier?
And, he was meant to be there...
When I arrived.
When you arrived,
okay,
right?
Yeah.
And he rocks up and he says, sorry, Nixy. Sorry I'm late.
Yeah.
How... Is that what you would say if you were in his situation?
Depends if I was sorry or not to start with. I guess. I don't know. I'm always like, look, I am sorry. I'm late because you expected me here at a certain time.
Yeah.
But this is the reason why.
Yeah.
I'm late.
Why. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm very glad that I'm here now.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I see. I just watched some. I think I watched it, or I seen it on a poster while I was at work, and it was like different things to say.
Yeah.
I was like, instead of saying sorry, I'm late, you say thanks for waiting for me, or thanks for which I was just like, oh, that's a.
Do you know what I'd say to you if you said thanks for waiting for me? I'd be like, you're a wanker. I've been waiting for 20 minutes. Like, why were you late?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Would you like honestly say that though? Like, thanks for waiting for me? I'd say sorry.
Like, thanks for waiting for me. I encountered this.
Yeah.
And this is why I'm.
Yeah,
late.
that's better. Yeah, but you need to tell them sort of.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. Thanks for waiting. This is why I was.
But I think what overrules all of it. If you're running late, so if I'm expected to be here at 8:30.
Yeah.
And I didn't do this tonight, but if I'm expected to be here at 8:30, send that person that's waiting for your message and say,
Yeah.
look, I'm held up. I am coming.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's before the time. So then they're not sitting there
They know,
for the next 26 minutes, which was our case tonight.
But that's all right.
Where is this guy? You knew I was at work.
Life happens.
Yeah. But just send a message if you have the ability to send a message. If you're driving, I wouldn't recommend you do that.
Don't do it. Yeah. We're not paying the fine.
No, and we want everyone to be safe on the roads.
Exactly. Once again, 21, another successful podcast. We hope that you enjoy this podcast and keep on enjoying our content that we're putting out there for you guys. Share our socials to all your friends and whoever you think may be interested. There's some big things coming. So there's a great time to get on board with the Opinions Unqualified train.
Yep.
Toot toot. And that's all I've got to say. Thank you very much for listening to today's episode. And
Hashtag Opinions Unqualified. Be happy. Be safe. Sure.